Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, as the title suggests, is Cyrus, sorry, is Liz Cyrus's next target on General Hospital? Well, it looks like it. And guess who's partly responsible for that? That's right. It's Jocelyn once again. This time she's not there playing Nancy Drew. Remember the last time she was responsible for a death? Oh, it was Brett. Did she actually go to that young woman's funeral? Nope. So yeah, now we got a lot to talk about, people. We got General Hospital, we got Days of Our Lives, we got Bold and the Beautiful, we got Young and Restless. Let's sit there and hit the like button as you're coming in. Make sure that you hit the like button when you come in. Don't forget to hit the pin comment and join and become a member. There's a lot to talk about, people, and the member stuff is going to be really fun. I got some exciting stuff going on. I have a video planned, so I have a couple of videos planned. Make sure you join that. Let's do roll call. Amy H is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Gloria is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Sean is in the chat. How you doing tonight? You want to go visit Michael? Queen of the South is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I hope everyone is having a lovely, lovely day. That's right. Darby is in the chat. How you doing tonight? What is good? It's good to see you. Yeah, Sean. He went to the yeah. Kevin is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I noticed a lot of fans upset Thomas is going in now RJ. Well, I mean, we haven't even seen RJ, so of course, Queen. Marla is in the chat. How are you doing tonight, Marla? Hope all is well. It's good to see you. Exactly, and nobody told him, right, Sean? Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, Marla. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Now, as I always sit there and say, I am one person. There is 17 people in this chat. I'm not going to be able to get to everyone. And depending on how much I have this, I'm definitely not going to be able to get to anyone. If I was sober, I still wouldn't be able to get to anyone. So just have some patience, be understanding, and have a good time. Laura B's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Sean said, "I have my beer long week." Exactly. You know how it is, Sean. Francis in the chat. How you doing tonight, Francis? Oh, you feel like throwing up, Ron? Laura B's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Wow. Wow, sounds like you have a very weak stomach. Yep. You know how it is, Sean. You work hard, you get to sit there and play a little harder. Um, she killed two people. Lois Alcazar. Alexis is a hypocrite. How is he a hypocrite in what way, though? Darby says, "Did you see the scene with Xander and Kate today? Are they going to make Kate his business consultant like she was his father's?" I don't think so. I don't think so. I I don't see that. No. Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, what's good? I exactly, Lobby. I thought that he was meant to attract Sunny. He found Sunny out by accident, or will they Kim test Kate as a future affair partner? I don't know, given their history, I don't know. How can you stomach to look? Because I like EJ. That's why, Ron. EJ's my favorite character. No, I don't see that. I don't see that either. Or maybe it's just me, but I'm doing good, Black Mind. I had myself a quick little cat nap. Um, so I'm good. Amber's in the chat. How you doing tonight? I don't know if Cat Lady will be happy with me using it. Apparently, she trademarks anything that involves cats. So, um, but you know, if he doesn't, I mean, it's kind of weird at this point, Kevin, because like somebody got so much problems of his own, like he doesn't want to sit there and take care of like his heart. Um, yeah, it's gonna be somewhat of a little snow thing going on. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people are saying out here, though, Sean. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I mean, people sit there and say, but it's supposed to be snowing out here too. Ryan says, of course you can stomach to look at crooked ass EJ and Bella. You really like nasty and sleazeball. Ooh, nasty and sleazeball. Are you in Boston? Okay. Yeah, I'm in New York, so they said that we were supposed to be getting it on Sunday. Eh, I don't freak out like other people do. Worst that happens, it snows. Ooh. What's good, Tracy and Steve? It's good to see you. Francis says, "How was the days was decent. Days was decent. It wasn't super great, but it was interesting. I didn't get a chance to do a review on it, but like towards the end, Kristen did sit there and see her mother. Why would Sean have the right to be upset? Why would Sean have the right to be upset about Belle and EJ's relationship considering Sean slept with Jada? Well, one, Darby, he didn't actually sleep with Jada. Marley, do you live in Port Charles? No, I live in New York. Um, the real Cherie was good, Cherie. I don't think they're actually going to put those two together, Darby, unfortunately. I mean, Sean, unfortunately. I don't think they're going to put those two together. Um, the fans complained, and I think they're just kind of let it go. But no, Darby, Sean didn't sleep with Jada. Sean slept Sean slept with Jada's sister, but that was a while back. That was a while back. Um, but I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying. Sean slept, yes, with Jada's sister, yes. I mean, yes, and that is what caused like this real huge screw up with their relationship. So you are right about that. You're right about that. Um, but I do get it though. Like it's that's the thing though. I guess Darby. That's the thing about emotions. They're not logical. Like I really got the hammer on Katie when she was getting jealous of Bill and Poppy being together. No, I actually I was off. Was good, Danny? No, well, my day was good. It was short, so I was happy about that. I didn't have to work for too long today. Um, I'm glad that my day is short tomorrow. And I do have to work early, but I get out early. and I plan on sleeping right afterwards. At some point, Francis, but I think Francis, I think that Cyrus is gonna go after Liz. If you watch the episode, he was looking at Liz hard, and he thinks that Liz was the one that snuck in his place. Daily recap. What's good, Lily? Daily recap, lady. Is that somebody on YouTube? Lashanta, is that somebody on look? Is that somebody on YouTube? Daily. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lobby. Julie to mind her own business concerning Chad and cat dating. I mean, she did. Here's the thing: she did sit there and say that she was going to ease up because she may not ever really like her, but she did say that she understood. That Clyde didn't really give her much of a choice. So I'm glad she's doing that because like the judgment was starting to get a little kind of annoying. Yes, you're right, Lobby. I didn't know what her name was though. Yeah, she been doing that for actually I think she's been doing that for 2 years. And she's definitely killed there with her subscriber numbers and her numbers in general. So props to her. Hey, let me ask you a question. Yeah, who know who GH recap lady. Does she not like Drew? Ron says, "Why are you not into the Felicity character? I don't really care about the teen characters." Ron, it's not so much like I don't care. I don't care about Felicity. I don't care about Holly. I don't care about Sophia. I don't care about Tate. I don't care about the teen stuff. So that's why. Bobby says no, but she does not like Drew. Ah, well, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lobby. Okay, that's cool. 'Cause Nancy's cousin is causing trouble at church again over. What? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, say that again. Sean says Nancy is causing trouble at GH again over the new Brendan. What's her issue with the new Brendan, Sean? Was you gotta let me know, Sean? Because every time Nancy does something stupid, we gotta call this shit out. Okay. Well, thank you, Sean. But what's her issue though with that? Me too, Ron. 2 weeks. I think, like I said, I think it has a lot to do with his. Yeah, Kevin, I wound up doing a video on it. I wound up doing a video on it. Said he used said he used power. What do you mean he used power? She doesn't like how he got his job. He used his power. Hmm. I'm gonna have to read into that. Thank you, Sean. Where'd you get that from? Though I'm just very curious. Oh, oh Lord. Okay. I'm gonna have to read up on that backstage. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Last day was good. Last day. Yeah, Ron. I don't think that he's on the show anymore. I don't think Ron. I don't think that. Aaron's on the show anymore. It's not like he really does much for the show anyway. So like Kevin says, do you think Danny goes after Cyrus? Yes, I do, Kevin. And I think he's gonna sit there and drag Rocco with him. Francis says, Albert, if is Sitwell Natalia's ex-husband? Yes. That's always what they're saying in my review today. Well, I don't know about the whole Blaze connection, but I do remember her saying that, she knows a lot about dangerous men. Has been sick and bad. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that last day. I hope you feel better soon. But thank you for letting me know, Sean. I'll look into that. And if anything, I'll probably wind up doing another video about how Nancy needs to simply shut the fuck up. She be doing too much. Oh, sure. I got my Moscato, which I got to get more of. I gotta get. I gotta get more of. Yes, absolutely. Cheers, my love. Sean, my issue is that she does too much. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't know how to live and let live. Thank you, Sheree. Appreciate that. Sheree, the real Sheree. Um, that's my thing. That's my thing, Sean. She does too much. Like it's like Sean. All she really has to do is just go into work and do her job. And instead, she wants to sit there and be nosy and be trying to peek into other people's political stuff. Bro, she seriously, she does too much. Thank you, Francis. Yes, I know English. I'm about to sit there and hit the like button. Oh, Sheree, yo, listen, we had issues with the fake Sheree. Okay, the fake Sheree was not there doing nothing but causing um me too, Black Man. She was doing nothing but just being a damn troll. Sean says she still has a job, which is surprising. Yes, Sean, and I did a video about that. She once said that she was going to out her co-stars. Um, Anyone who was Trump supporter, she was going to sit there and out, which is none of her business of who voted for who. But she was going to sit there and out them in a book. I'm like, boo, you're making a hostile work environment. And anybody else would have been fired. The fact that she has her job is surprising and laughable. Okay, so um we have 18 likes, we have 26 people in the chat. So um if you're in the chat, you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit the like button. Tree says, I bully trolls, don't tell. That's right, patty cakes. Last it says, I know I'm sick, but B&B is also sick that the fan. No, okay. I mean, even if you're not nephew by blood, it's still wrong on so many levels. It is, but let me ask you a question though. Yeah, I did, Ron. Didn't look really that great. My day was good, Danny. How was yours? Um, Francis says maybe Nancy has strong connections with the writers and producers. That's why she had. I guess I'm be honest, Francis. I could probably sit there and say some very um colorful things of why she still has her job, and I'm not gonna go there. But like, Lashonda, the problem with Anna is that she puts civilians in danger. Like, first was Lucy, and now she's letting what you call it. By the way, last day, I Here's my issue. I agree with you on that. Yeah, that's probably another thing. Um, I agree with you on that to a large extent. Last thing, but no offense, like you know what, you're sick. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Okay. All right. I know. Can't wait for it after Danny. I already got my favorite character on Beyond the Gates. Already got my favorite character on Beyond the Gates. I just, my whole thing, Sean, like I said, I know that her and Engo had issues, and I know people didn't like Engo for a lot of reasons, but at least with Engo, Engo came into work and he just did his job. He didn't go after somebody else because of different political, um, affiliates and stuff like that. He wasn't sitting there trying to get somebody fired. That's what I'm saying. Like Nancy is just like, boy, no offense, you're a little bit too old for this, like to be doing all this. Exactly, Sean. It's like things like that. She makes a hostile work environment. It's like it's just unnecessary. Francis says, "Who is it, Albert?" Oh, no, I was talking about last thing, and I know he's sick right now, so I'm not gonna sit there and like, you know, I'm not gonna pick apart his comment. I'm just gonna appreciate that he made a comment. Uh, well, Ron, you can actually just hit promo for it. I mean, it's more of a Valentine's Day promo. If you're gonna be honest, Ron, it's more of a Valentine's promo. So I know Johnny and Chanel are there, and I don't know. I have to go back and rewatch it again. I couldn't tell you exactly off the top of my head, but just type in Days of Our Lives promo. You'll see it. Francis says no, your favorite. Oh, um, Bill Hamilton. Francis, Bill Hamilton is going to be my favorite person. Um, they call him the two-timer, Francis. All right, sure. I guess this then means that you're out. Well, you have a good night. It was really great to see you. W says, okay, hold on. Let me take another drink. Hold on, Darby. Did I just skim this comment already? You sent it telling me to get on the right side of something. But yeah, so you have a good night though. Darby says, get on the right side of history with this one. Sick Finn and Poppy sexting, sleeping with your nephew is wrong, even when they are not related by blood. Um, when mortal, okay, they are not related by blood. When mortal enemies like last day, myself agree. Well, Darby, here's the thing. I never actually said that it was right. So I feel like that comment is you're jumping to conclusions like I'm going to sit there and say something that's the opposite of that. Um, so you're assuming I are you drinking tonight? Because I'm pretty sure I said the same thing that I said it was wrong. I had another comment that I was going to talk about with last day, and I decided to pull back. Um, Funny how you spent this saying be on the right side of history for once. Like we all need to agree on the same thing. I did sit there and say a couple of times just to make it clear. I did sit there and say it's a very weird thing, even if they're not blood related. Danny says, I'm not a fan of Nancy Grind. All she does is yes. She does. Darby, is that it? Please tell me that's not your takeaway of what I just said. Please tell me that you actually did hear what I said. I'm not a fan of her either, Danny. I don't like the fact that she bullies other people. Um, I don't like the fact that she was literally making a toxic environment um saying she was gonna out her co-stars if they voted for somebody that she didn't agree with. It's like, well, you doing too much. Like you just feel like you just missed the days and just people just went into work, did their job, and just went home, and that was it. Like what is your issue? Okay, but mind all that, Darby. Did you understand? Did you understand what I was saying? Because you keep skipping around everything else. But did you get what I said though? LaShanta says, Albert, did you remember Ava telling Nina, "Don't give Sonny no space"? When Carly asked for time, she's getting her just dessert at this point. Willow so gone is won't matter about her and Drew. Oh, okay. Well, that should be the important part then, Darby. I didn't notice that. No, I didn't notice that, Kevin. Okay, I mean, I get that, Lashanta, but what about it though? You just said, did you remember Ava telling Nina, "Don't give Sonny no space" when Carly asked for time? She's getting her just dessert. Who's getting her just dessert? Thank you, Logan. At this point, Willow's so gone at the bump. Willow's more like now. She's just sneakier link. I think Willow's a good person. Harry says, everyone, I didn't watch GH or any other shows today, but I know damn well Cyrus better keep his monkey funky ass away from my Elizabeth. Monkey funky, I like that. But no, like I said, I think it's weird. I was gonna, like I said, Darby, I was gonna sit there and pick apart another comment that he said, but um, this is so damn soft. Cody says Albert can really pick him. Can really pick what? What am I picking? Sir Charles was good. You know, the problem is, Sean, and I said this in my review, I don't know what they're doing with Cyrus at this point. Women like Willow and Nina. But what do you mean I know how to pick them? Like Willow and Nina. I don't get it. What do you think shot EJ I predict is Rachel? Do you agree? Um, no, no, I don't agree. But I don't know who actually did shoot her. I don't think that Rachel did it. That seems very random. What's good, Valerie? The problem is, Sean, when you go to his character, he's starting to make less and less sense. When Cyrus first came on, he was a gangster. Okay, we knew exactly what's good, Jenna. We knew what he was about. We knew why he came into town, and he was smart. I don't understand how they turned him from that to him going to the hospital multiple times when he knows that he's not supposed to be there, right? Him doing these I wouldn't even sit there and say mercy killings, because not all of them are mercy killings, right? Like exactly, so like it's one of those things where it's like I would rather have the character gone than just not make any damn sense. And then the whole like exactly, Darby. And then on the whole like, oh well, we're gonna sit there and make him um do the whole Bible thing. And I'm like, what are we doing at this point? Like, why did he just now he's a good person? Like what the fuck are we doing at this point? And then Lobby says, exactly, Lobby. And then they decide that he goes from being a good person and Laura hanging out with him and really connected with him, which by the way is out of pocket, to now he's going back to killing people. And that's the thing. It's like people are happy that he's being a villain, but him going back to being a villain doesn't even make any sense. Wing says they gave us 3 months time frame for Sonny to get a pacemaker. What are your thoughts on what might happen between them now? He's going to get killed off. He's going to have a heart attack, or he's going to go out. I think maybe Sitwell may kill him, may take him out. Either way, Wayne, I would sit there and say this. I don't know how. I haven't actually thought about how he's going to get killed off. I just know that he's going to get killed off this year. And wait. Let's be honest. The writing is on the wall as far as Cyrus, as far as Maurice Bernard leaving. So I don't exactly have a theory on how he's going to get killed off, but I know that this time this year he's going to be gone. He's a smart, dangerous sociopath. Exactly, and that's the thing, dog. When he came in, he made sense. Lisa Clapp, he's ready to, exactly, that's the thing. Yes, he's ready to retire. So I haven't thought of any scenarios on how he's gonna go. I just know that he is going to be going down. Sit there, I feel like I'm confident enough to sit there and say that. We saw Cyrus, True Colors, and Joe. Nobody was duped but Laura's naive ass. I mean, yeah. Um, but that's the thing though. They made Laura an idiot. You sit there hanging out with the dude. Jenna says, "Is Chad coming back?" Time will tell. I mean, that's the thing, Jenna. He's grieving his dad, so it must be serious for him to sit there and leave the show. Plus, him being a new father. Um, One second, Ron. 1 second. Sheree says, I'm ready and out the door, but must report actually Roger is coming to the same place I saw Mora. The place I'm going to see Laura Ray. He's coming through earlier summer. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yep. I remember, LaShanta, I remember Cyrus had you beat up, yes. Um, Ron says, so Albert, if Rachel, oh, Lord, take a drink first before I read this. Ryan says, so Albert, if Rachel's the one that shoots her Uncle EJ, then what are you gonna say? I'm gonna sit there and say that you're right. I'm like, okay, well, you know what, Ryan, I'll shout you out. I'm like, you know what? Then you're right. I just feel it, Jenna. I feel it. Curry says, I think Brady's a four and nothing more, and is going to dump Ava for sure. Ava for Susan, EJ's mother. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I see we're starting the trolling phase tonight. Okay, I respect that. I respect that, Kyrie Clark. Yeah, he's gonna sit there and leave Ava for Susan Moore. That's cool. A hard four at that. First of all, wait, Kyrie knows that he's more than a four. They're grieving your dad and paying your bills. Chad will need to pay them sooner or later. Yeah, I mean that's true. But see, the thing is, Darby, he can get other roles. He can get other gigs that don't require him to sit there and be there as long. Um, See, that's the thing, Darby. Movies are made every day, and not every movie is well known, but they still pay the bills, though. Like he is really just adding the sauce On a trolling pudding tonight. Oh, Cyrus, Ronnie Ron has a comment for you. Oh, he's also out of me too. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, that's your Lashanti, yes. Um, I mean, where's that going though? I don't understand that. Like, yes, Lashanti, we know that Cyrus was doing some scumbag shit, right? But like his actions and his motives just start to make less sense. So while Sean was like, "Hey, listen, I do like Jeff, and I think he's a great actor," they turned Cyrus into somebody that you're not, that's not recognizable. Hmm. Well, you know what they say. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Um, I'm not gonna knock you. I do have a comment for you, but I can't remember what it is. Do you think he was injected with? No, I don't. What I believe Cyrus' heart attack was fake. No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was hit with digitalis. Well, okay, Darby. Let's put it this way. What's good, Sammy? When I sit there and say movies, I don't mean movies that are well known, right? Like Christopher Tyler was not there doing some low budget movies, but he was still doing movies. Chad can sit there and do like a little low budget movie that may not be super famous and still get his money. So, Ron, because no one remembers him except for you. No one in the chat is there talking about Jerry Apprentice like we supposed to know who he is. Like, I remember who he is. What's good, Samuel? Damn, it's been a minute. How you been? That's why, Ron. I mean, he's not exactly a popular enough character for people to sit there and be like, "Oh, remember that character, Jerry Apprentice?" Like, no one remembers him. Like, no one talks about him like that except for you, which is fine. It's like Kyrie sitting there talking about Rita, or me sitting there talking about Seth Byrne. You know, I can't handle Nicki Man in the bedroom. She's too fast. On those triple days, too much competition. Nikki Newman. Nikki Newman is a that's a character right there. That is one radiant ass woman. Ever says Spencer got lucky with that role. Spencer got lucky. We mean Spencer got lucky with that role. I got you. I got you, Samuel. No, real life stuff can definitely get in the way. I had to do it, Black Mind. I had to do it. What do you mean Cameron Madison? Let's not. What do you mean Cameron Madison is writing for Drew and Willow? He's not in the writing room, like, right? Oh wow. Damn, Ron. What? Jenna says Paul Williams is coming back. Whoa, what the? How did that happen? Let me tell you something, Jenna. From what I understand, The actor, um, he has some strong feelings, some strong negative feelings about the Young and the Restless. So, Jenna, I gotta sit there and be like, how much money did they throw at that actor to have Paul Williams come back? Or are they just gonna sit there and shut him up because he's always on Twitter? Huh, I'm gonna have to look into that, LaShanta. That's like I said, that's new to me. So it was on his Facebook. Huh. Well, just be careful with that. Um, the thing is, Jenna, when there's a lot of fakes out there, I just sometimes people want to sit there and exactly Google it. Okay, I will. No, I definitely will, Jenna. I definitely will. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that be exactly like I think that'd be really interesting. Him coming back. I mean, do you understand how many? Let me tell you something. This man was on Twitter so much that they're constantly complaining and bitching and everything like that. Um, the thing is, I can't even sit there and not carry for that. I can't sit there and see, it's one of those things when it comes to this like beauty and stuff like that, I can't even sit there and say, Kyrie, what are you talking about? She's not better looking than that person. What are you out your mind? I'm like, I can't do that. So like there's women that I like that I think that are hot that he wouldn't find attractive. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. So like, if you think that Grace is better than Poppy, all right. Yes, and that's the thing, right? That's what Smith they're kind of getting at. But I mean, like I said, it'd be interesting, Jenna. Especially seeing Heather Head's death and everything like that. Exactly, Wake. And to be fair, there's okay. This sounds really bad, right? There's two versions of Anna Nicole Smith. Wake, you know exactly what Smith you're talking about, and I think both of them, for my own reasons, I think they're both good looking. Nicole Smith back in the day. Mm. Sammy says, I'm confused. I thought Rafe got loose. Yeah, but then Rita, fuck that. Rita's crazy ass came in and tased him. Exactly. My reasons, Wink. There's two reasons. There's two big reasons. Um, hey, Wink, we all got a type. Well, you can't, but you can't though, Darby. You can't though. Like, you really can't. Okay, so I see that Kyrie's just all over the place tonight. Okay. Hi, broski. Hi, broski. But how, Darby? How? How are you going to sit there and tell somebody else that who they are attracted to is wrong? Why shouldn't Amy leave her husband for Aaron? Because Aaron is a kid. That's against the law. Exactly. Exactly, Samuel. And ain't a damn well as far as I'm concerned, there's not a damn thing wrong with that. No, Daria, how you gonna sit there and tell somebody that who they find physically attractive is wrong? By opening your mouth, don't. So by doing that, okay, Darby, how hard do you want me to sit there and go on this, Darby? Do you want me to give you a Steve Harvey, or do you want me to give you my opinion? Okay, first of all, I don't believe that, Kyrie's, but I can see that Kyrie's just Kyrie's just all over the place. He's just like that's what Kyrie's is doing. Oh no, Darby, you got to pick one. See, Darby, the thing is, I only sit there and give that option to people that I actually like. So pick one. Lisa says making chicken sounds. Now, listen, I'm looking at the stuff that Kyrie's just sent this saying. This is what he's doing. He's just all over the goddamn place. Ugh, okay, I'm tired now. Samuel says, so which soap are we talking about right now? Damn, we're kind of talking about them all. Um, but Samuel, what soap? I mean, which one have you been liking so far? What soap have you been liking right now? Tom, what's good, Tom? Uh, what? But no, Samuel, which one are you liking right now? Darby, I need you to pick. We're not going to pivot from that conversation until you pivot. I mean, we're not going to pivot from that conversation until you pick which one, which way I go. I'm gonna like. Here's my thing. I've been liking Y&R. Thank you, Riley. Yes, hit that goddamn like button because it really does help. I can't. Oh, okay, me. Okay, all right. I gave you the option. Let's see where we are. Ooh, okay. We got 10. We got about 10 more to go. Okay, now we got 10 more to go. Thank you. Thank you, Riley. Samuel says, ironically, GH is really good right now, and the new writers have Tom, Sonny, and Carly all the way the F down. Hmm. Here's the thing, Darby. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Here's the thing, Darby. You telling you telling Kyrie's who he should find attractive comes across as main character syndrome. Gorgeous Queen Janet. That's right. That is right. That is right. Finn and Poppy had their special moment, which really comes across as what predators say, if we're going to be honest. But no, Darby, you have main character syndrome. You can't. It's like you sitting there telling me who I should find who is attractive. I like that. How that works, bro. Listen, I'm gonna find whoever I find attractive. If they don't find that, then that's fine. You're not gonna sit there and tell me who I should sit there and think is attractive. So I couldn't sit and do that to Kyrie's, even if I don't agree. That's what you call main character syndrome, Darby. Yeah, and it's so funny though too, Janet, because I'm like, wait, hold on. Why be gonna sit there? You pretty much just said the same thing. I pretty much just told you the same thing. You're putting it in the exact same spin. Um, you can't tell somebody else who they should find attractive or not. You know, if Kyrie wants to sit there and think that if Kyrie wants to say, well, I think Rita's more attractive than um Quinn. Yes, exactly, Sammy. You can't sit there and be like, "Oh, well, I think that Kyrie's is wrong." Like Quinn is actually more attractive than what you call. Like you can't do that. DMV says, "What is the topic?" The topic is Liz Cyrus's next target on General Hospital. Do you think that Cyrus Renault is going to sit there and come at Liz next? as I do. Well, DMV, you do watch General Hospital, right? Well, I'm sorry, what? Ron says, Kyrie's and everyone else in the chat. Albert has taken one of Cat Lady's special meds. Don't pay him any attention. He is sleep talking. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to sit there and tell Cat Lady that. That is good. That is good. Oh, and apparently Kyrie's comments from Darby. That is good. I've taken one of Cat Lady's special meds. So don't pay me. Only take only taking a break from B&B. Okay. What? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Samuel says, which what I mean is Carly and Sunny are watchable now. They aren't in every single storyline, which is a great thing. You know, it's actually fun. Well, yes, you did, but you know what's actually funny though? Um, you're not the first person to say that though, Samuel. And it's funny that you say that because like another reviewer got shit for saying the exact same thing that you said. That I don't need to sit there and see Carly in every story, and he got flamed on Twitter. Of course, Spencer. Of course, I appreciate that. It's a great birthday with me and my former teacher aide and her boyfriend. It was awesome. Great people. Well, I'm glad that you had a great birthday. Yep, that's right, DMV. He yeah, he banged Aunt Poppy. Even though they're not blood, even though that he wasn't consenting of age, he still banged his aunt. Well, that's the thing though, DMV. JLJ Media said the same thing on Twitter, and people went for his head. They went for his head. They went for the jugular. They was like, "How could you say that? Who the f do you think you are?" I mean, they were cursing him the f out. Simmons said, "That has been my gripe for years about GH and why I've never chosen to watch it when others social are on." Yeah, that's why I said DMV. I was like, it's weird. Thank you, Cyrus. Cyrus says, when will you finally admit Danny Romalotti is a great man and extremely talented singer. Quit being jealous of him, Albert. Albert June Bostic. Cyrus, name one of name one of his songs. Name one of his songs. Go ahead. You name one of his songs, Kyrie. I'll sit there and play it. I'll play it on my phone. I mean, not here, but I'll sit there and play on the song. Name a good one. Okay, rock on. Okay. Why do I have a feeling it was that song from B&B that he was on? I'm typing that in. Oh, why does it keep it's like auto? Oh, Jesus Christ, 1989. Whew, okay, all right, Tommy. I mean, let's sit there and listen to whatever this says. Okay, that's enough copyright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dolometics. Well, I mean, would this be considered technically an 80s song or a 90s song? Okay, all right. I'm not sitting there and listen to this later on. That's that's a lot of cringe for a few. Cyrus says soap operas have fictional music stars and worse than stale donuts. So you would say it was the 80s, even though. Well played, my friend. Well played. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta go back. I gotta sit there. I started listening to it. Kevin says Rick Springfield is a better singer. You hear that, Kyrie's? Rick Springfield. Well, I don't think I've ever actually listened to Rick Springfield. I've met him before, though. Oddly, I've actually met him before. What's good, Dolometics? Ron says Albert is going over to see Nikisha more because he can't have her over. Also, his house has bed. Okay, all right. Okay, Ron. Jesus Christ, Ron. You know, the sad thing is, if anybody else would have said something like that, I probably would have been like, what the Yes, that's right, Spencer. And he's going to sit there and take what you call it with him. Rocco. That's true, Wink. DMV says, yeah, but that's the thing, though, Wink. I've actually met him before. My other former job. DMV says Romilati was not saying, not sexy, not nothing. Tracy and Laura were in love. Okay, I'm going to be honest. This song isn't bad. It's 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 actually not bad. Um, yes, me too, Samuel. I was sitting there saying I already have my favorite character. I already have my favorite character. Um, it's a yeah. All these goddamn songs. Okay, that now I wonder why they're actually not that bad. He's just not there just taking other people's shit. Kevin says Danny Romliati is trash. Ooh, Kevin said Danny is basuda. Maybe that's why his songs isn't really that bad. He's taking it from other people. Period. Dot. Yeah, I can't listen anymore of this. Okay, maybe I'll sit there and listen to it later on. Exactly. It was a teenage anthem rock on. Yeah. You know, it's not there just like, hmm. Spencer says, tell Abba, do you think Dante is going to take the news well that Gio is just, oh, he's definitely not going to sit there and take it well. He's going to be pissed because Brooklyn and Lois are trifling. Well, I mean, I don't know, Kyries. You got Kevin C. Smith saying that Danny Romalotti is actually touch you if I've said worse. I've actually said worse. Um, Ron says, Albert, if you had an actress playing Whitney on your chat and the fans start cursing at her, What would you do? Block them or tell them to calm down? Um, damn, that's a good one. I'll probably have to sit there and block him for that night. I would have to block him for that night. Yeah, yeah, no, he's not that bad. Well, I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's a great singer. I think he's just lucky enough to sit there and be able to sing just enough and to cover popular songs. Sammy says Danny was good back in the day, but not now. Okay, exactly. It's okay, you know. Okay, Sammy. I don't think that he hates. I don't think that she hates Jason. I think that she hates Jason's business. She doesn't hate Jason as a person. She just hates his business. It's something that she said way back in the day, and it's it still applies. Spencer says in real life, I'm pretty sure you know that Cyrus would not even be able to get 2 feet in the air. Sam could get arrested so quick that camera in the hospital makes yes, the lack of cameras in the hospital definitely makes no sense. I do agree with that. Well, again, my whole thing is like DMV. Well, Tom, no, back in the day, she said that she doesn't hate Jason. She just hates his line of work. She hates the fact that he works for the mob. Um, I'm saying this verbatim. I don't exactly remember the actual word for word, but she did sit there and say like she doesn't hate him. She just hates what he does. Um, Harry says, "I can't believe I'm going to say this. This will usually be a members only confession, but F it, I'll say it anyway. I think Gio's actually starting to grow on me." Whoa, okay. Why do you like Gio? I mean, what is about him that you're actually liking about him? Harry says, Albert, didn't you give me a speech about telling Curry's how to think or tell him that he's wrong for thinking what he thinks? Yes, I did. I don't understand. Yeah, I did. Hmm. The MCGOs is not grown on me. Shows up in forced situations. But yeah, and that's the thing though, Janet. Like I am too. I just don't like the fact. You know, the thing is, Janet. I am too on that level. Nina and Carly working together. I just don't like the fact that they are always making Drew. They've seen that they always made Drew to be the goddamn devil. But besides that, yes. But you're doing the same thing right now with him. No, how am I doing the same thing with him? Okay, well, but how am I doing the same thing though? So you're not a fan of Javi and Doug's character. They had nothing to the show. Hmm, if you say so, I can see what they add to the show. He thought that Jason's not the baby daddy, and he actually getting slowly. But okay, he has actual chemistry with Emma. He saw right through that Jason's not the baby daddy, and this actually slowly is getting better. Okay. Harvey says Drew is not the problem. Willow is the person who follows him blindly. I don't see it as a problem, but I mean, I don't see that as in like I don't see. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Who knows? I don't know. The point is, I don't think that Drew is the devil, but I do agree with Janet on the on what's good, Jay Bloom. But I do think that eh, I can't 100% sense. I can't 100% actually kind of yes, Spencer. Now I think about it. I mean, the problem is, Spencer, we don't know Gio's age. We don't know Dante's age. We just know how they look. But just going off looks, I would sit there and say yes, Spencer. Kevin says I knows Carter has always been a boring character. Yeah, I mean, what's your opinion? I think Carter has actually been a lot more interesting now than he was back then. Yes, Willow's and that are responsible for a choice. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's something that I think Maxie said. Yeah, that's what it says, Spencer. Based off of looks, yes. He was a good man. But I mean, I get it. Everyone see, and that's so. Jenna says Carter and Hope are boring. Janet pretty much sat there and said those two put people to sleep. Okay, put those two to put people to sleep. I do miss. I will sit there and say I do miss the sexy saxophone music every time they start making out. Um, but see now we're at a point where it's like we get goofy ass Daphne in there, and like okay, and Lisa thinks differently. But like goofy ass Daphne is there to break up what you call it. I don't know if that, but that's the thing though, Darby. Here's the thing. I will sit there and say this much: unless you go to therapy and you actually work that out, that's some deep programming. You know, thank you. You know, Samuel, thank you for reminding me to talk about Brooke. Brooke. Brooke is the woman who says that she has a conscience. Thank you, Sam. Yes, it is stupid. I agree with that. What the hell I was going to sit there and say? Brooke is the woman who says that she has a conscience. What she doesn't have is self-respect. That's what Brooke doesn't have. Brooke is still sitting there pining for, is still pining for a man who insulted her daughter, who the first time that they got into an argument, he ran towards another woman. Her dumbass actually walked up in that mansion talking about, "Oh, I still love you." Now, granted, she did give an expiration date. She said that I will sit there and continue to fight for you for now, and that expiration date don't mean a damn thing. Now, from what rumors that they're telling me, is that Brooke is supposed to meet somebody else. Brooke is supposed to meet another person, a new person. Well, Samuel, I'm still new to the show, okay? I'm still new. You've been watching the show for a hot minute, okay? I'm just, and trust me, I get what you're saying, Samuel. I'm not talking about the whole S shaming. I'm talking about just her integrity and in general, the lack of integrity that she has. But she's supposed to meet some new man, and then Ridge is supposed to sit there and get jealous, because then he sees the error of his ways. Yeah, okay, sure. Harry says Poppy will forever be worse than Brooke. I stand on business. Brooke will never sleep with Tom Stark. Yeah, that is an odd choice of partners to be with, Tom. You know, I mean, for me, Kyrie's, that would be like if I looked at myself. Oh shit! So I get to you in a second. That's like that's like me going for Jordan, and then me going for Chanel, and then me going for Rita. Okay, so I'm sitting there just hopping beds. I'm going from Jordan on General Hospital, then I'm going from Chanel on Days of Our Lives, and then I decide to go with Rita on Days of Our Lives. Like, what's good, Jonathan? Oh, DMV. If you donate in the chat, um, if you donate money in the chat, it will sit there and come up. So there's a button, and it will sit there and say, it's a dollar sign. So if you donate money, then they'll come up with a big green sign just like that. Spencer says, I miss the old Brooklyn. No offense to the actress playing her now, but the old Brooklyn was a lot hotter than this one. This one is thicker with big boobs. I mean, um, we definitely gonna disagree on that because we we definitely gonna sit there and disagree on that one, buddy. We I forgot what that looks like. Oh, the dollar sign right on the far corner right. I'm sorry, Spencer. Listen, we just have different taste in women. Um, 'Cause, I mean, she's definitely my type. Justin says two people are being held hostage on days. That's right, Rafe and Ava. You're correct. Correct, Amundo. Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, Spencer. That's why I was saying to Darby. Um, um, Beauty is the eye of the beholder. I don't know if you can actually show right here, but there's a dollar sign on the right hand part. So you just click on that, and then you could just donate any amount. Donate means, well, I think you know what donate means. Um, yeah, if you give a little bit of money, it will sit there and come up with your message. So if you write a message and you donate like $2, it'll come up. Oh yeah, and that's the problem, though, right, Jonathan? Oh, and DMV has become a member. Oh shit. Okay, that's what's up. DMV, you're gonna enjoy the content for members. That's what's up. Let's everyone welcome DMV. to the clubhouse. But see, that's the problem, though, Jonathan. You see how predictable that storyline is? Yeah, it's funny, Samuel. Dolometics was actually in the chat this week, and he went to go see the premiere of the Gates, and he was in there telling us about like this, telling us some of the stuff that he saw on the premiere, like without giving too much away. But yeah, seriously, DMV, I got some new content that's coming out. Kiana says, "Hey DMV, you will love the membership only chats. See you there." Yes, Janet has been an amazing member for quite a while, and I always appreciate her. And she is 100% correct. Seriously. How do I get there? Oh, DMV, when I do my members live streams on Saturdays and Sundays. So the same way you got in here, I just do the live streams, you come in. It's the same thing for the members. Of course, Janet. I thank you. Oh, DMV, it's just it's how you got in here. You're joining the chat now. It's the same thing on yeah. So yeah, it's the same thing. What's good, Taiwan? Yeah, I do. And the thing is, DMV, I do my live stream for members on Saturdays and Sundays. Wing says, I really appreciate that behind the scenes live. It didn't give anything. Yes. Spencer, I totally agree with you, what you said in your past review about the woman that threw an apple at Cameron Madison. That's ridiculous, Cameron Madison. Yes, exactly, Spencer. It is messed up, and I don't want to sit. And the thing is, Spencer, I don't want to sit there and give too much heat on General Hospital for causing that level of toxicness, because that is, you know. Harry says, "All right, I'm going to call it a night. That was fun to see in one of your members live stream this week." And yes, that's right. Thank you, Kyrie Clark. Kyrie is an amazing content creator. So if you're not subscribed to that man's channel, make sure you click on his profile and subscribe to him. Everyone says, "Who do you think is going to kill Cyrus?" It'd be interesting if it was Danny or if it was Rocco. Can you imagine if it was Rocco? If it was Rocco, I can see that. Dawson says, "And when the truth comes out about it, and when the truth comes out about Ava come out, Brady will be furious at Christy for not helping her." Here's how I predict this thing going, Jonathan, because I thought about this today, and I said that what's going to wind up happening is that Brady and Kristen are going to get close, and then Ava's going to get free. And then when she comes back, it's going to be a complication because now at this point, Brady and Kristen are a lot closer. So even though what Kristen did was wrong, the feelings are still there. Spencer says, I think people take things too far. People got to tone it down, like that thing that happened last summer when the man sitting in the White House when he got. Yeah, I mean, that's a little kind of different, but it is kind of the same, yes. Um, the thing is, Spencer, there's been worse. Thank you, Darby. Let everyone thank Darby for the gifted membership. I'm very curious who got the membership. Thank you, Darby. Darby, you are awesome. Oh, it's Lisa Clapp. There we go. Lisa Clapp got it. That's what's up. And Lisa says, thank you, Darby. I don't know about Heather. think Drew will find out about Heather until they get rid of Curtis and bring Heather back to town because Heather. Oh, hold on, I don't want to sit there in my voice. Back to town because Heather is his aunt. By the way, this cousin are Drew. Hmm? That and and that's the thing. That's the thing, Jonathan. That story was never foolproof. It wasn't even close to being foolproof. If you're going to be honest, like at some point he was going to sit there and check. At some point, he was probably going to get annoyed or worried or something like that, and then Trip was going to say the same thing. So when that happened, I kind of was just like, well, thinking, okay, yeah, definitely PM me, definitely DM me, Spencer. Oh, what happened with my goddamn music at? Well, that's what I was the same way. Okay, so now Wink says right, not GH fault. Just like when just like when Columba happened, they blamed the Matrix movie and Marilyn Manson music. People need that's true. What? Okay, so yes, and okay. Let me say it this way. Wink. At the end of the day, they are making Drew a very hated character. Yeah, I did, Jonathan. It was mostly Valentine stuff. It wasn't really too interesting. I think it might have been one part that was interesting, but it was mostly Valentine stuff. Um, okay, let me say this, and I'll get to people's comments in a second. GH is making this character very hateable, and in a sense, part of me wants to sit there and say that they are making this character toxic, but to be honest, it should be on people's it should people should be able to control themselves. People should be able to control themselves. So I can't sit there and say this is GH's fault because you go to Marcus and people wasn't there going at him hard and everything like that and saying all sorts of nasty things. Oh, you ruined the Nicholas character and just like the dude is just doing his job. So while I don't like the fact that they are making his character so unlikable to the point where I'm getting comments and people sitting there getting mad at me because I'm looking at Drew in a different light and people can't control themselves. I can't sit there and help but think this is just mostly on people. I don't like what they're doing with Drew because they are creating a very toxic shitstorm. But it should be up to people to sit there and decide on how to act and not sit there throwing apples or anything else at Cameron Madison. Also says Fire Stereo Albert, are you mad at the way that Frank Valentine is treating the actor Gio because he came in May 24th? Now he's getting storylines. It's ridiculous. No, I'm not mad at him, Spencer. I don't know. See, the thing is, Spencer, we don't know everything that goes on behind the scenes. So I'm not going to sit there and be upset with Frank Valentine because he made a decision that I don't know everything that was involved in. That's the problem, Spencer. People sat there and they blamed Frank Valentine for Chad Duell leaving. And the truth of the matter is, unless you work there, you don't know. You don't know if don't take don't talk about don't care about an Apple probably PR stunt. DMV said don't care about an Apple probably a PR stunt. What do you mean by that, DMV? Are you sitting there saying that like the actor like paid this person to throw an apple at him? I mean, that's kind of a wild PR stunt saying how he lost his house and everything like that in the fire, and he decides, you know what? Get some extra buzz. Oh, pay this chick to sit there and throw an apple at my head. Okay. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know. So I think it's very important before people sit there and start getting um angry and emotional. You know, DMV, what is it just like a guess or something like that, or just like a theory of yours? I'm assuming this is just like a theory, like a feeling, right? Yeah, at least that. Leave that up. Mm. Of course, Jay Blue. He's like, hey, listen, I got to find the culprits that burnt down my place, and I got to sit there and protect my family. I'm like, you can't protect anyone if you're dead. I'm like, I don't understand. It's like, Sonny, you can't. That's true, Jonathan. Geo is related to Spencer, and that just makes. See, that's the thing though. Like that just makes Lois and Brooklyn trifling. So Lisa says, when Sonny's gone, I'm peacing the F out. That is one of Sitwell's henchmen who was actually following Jay Blue. That henchman was following Natalia. That henchman wasn't following Sonny. That henchman was following Natalia on Sitwell's orders. They just happened to come across Sonny. That's the thing. I was like, wait, what? Jay Blue says, why is Brooklyn trifling? Because Brooklyn did not let Dante know that he was a father. Because Brooklyn was scared and nervous and she didn't know how to handle the situation. So she gave that baby up without Dante's consent. Well, like I said, Jonathan, they found something, you know what I'm saying? Like Sitwell was surprised that Sonny was with Natalia because that's not who they were following. But that's the thing though. Like you've been lying to this man for years. Your trifling ass mother has been lying to her so called best friend for years. When Marty was like, wait, you sitting there telling me that you gave up that baby for adoption without um without the father's consent? She was just like, yeah. And that just made sense to her. Yeah, that makes no, Darby. That makes Brooklyn's as just as trifling, as not more. Wink says, let's keep it 100. The Drew and Willow storyline has been turned thin. GH needs those ratings if we don't have. Yes, exactly. Spencer says, Robert, you know what I'm thinking. Isn't this ironic to what Olivia did when Sonny shot Dante in the chest 15 years later? And Olivia said the same thing to Sonny. Yes. Um, but no, like I said, Brooklyn is trifling. Okay, she gave up that child without Dante's consent. It's like Toby says in your opinion, Albert Lois and Beer. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, exactly what I said, Lobby. Like, in my opinion, both of them are trifling. They gave up that child without Dante's consent. I pretty much just sat there and just told me, like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to sit there and think too deep about it, but I don't care. I don't give two flying shits that she was a teen. She basically, yeah, because it's see, and that's the thing, Darby. I get what you're sitting there saying, and I'm not trying to be mean. Okay, I want you to sit there and understand that first. But when it comes to a soap operas, Darby, I'm going to be honest. I don't necessarily always like the way that men are being portrayed, um, or the way that they're being handled. And I feel like, in my opinion, you're going too hard on them. Darby, let me tell you something. And I'm not, again, I'm not trying to be mean. Okay. My issue that I have, Laura B, is that it goes beyond that. My issue is that you're basically sitting there saying that men's rights don't matter. They don't matter. They don't matter as much as women's rights. And I think that every gender's rights should matter equally. But what they did it without his consent. Well, see, that's the thing, Laura B. I mean, that's the thing, Lisa Clapp. I'm not talking about you. What, like I said, what I have a problem with, there was an extenuating circumstance with that. Hold up, with your rough rod. My rough rod. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, here's the thing, Darby. I'm going to ignore whatever sexual innuendo that I would normally sit there and say. Since men's rights are all that matters in the world. Okay, we're not gonna go on that one. I feel like that conversation can sit there and get a little left. But I'm talking specifically. It can kind of get sexual. My point is, Darby. I'm not gonna pull. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna pull a DC soap sanctuary. Maybe get your head out of. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. No, but like I don't. Listen. First of all, I was actually the one that was keeping it clean. Yeah, you wanted to talk about my rough rod and everything like this. So I mean, the conversation went left. I'm trying to steer it back into PG-13 land. See, DMV, he won't help. Johnson says Commissioner Arnold Finnegan. Okay, Jonathan, if you saw the beginning, Jonathan, when Finnegan was watching TV, see, you were never. uh, Jonathan, what do you think that he was watching? I still think you are going too hard. Well, Laura B, if I'm going to be honest, I stand by what I said. Wayne says Mr. Frankston Beach. See, Kyrie's got in your head. Kyrie's got in your head. Um, yes, that's the thing, DMV. My whole thing is like, she did that without his consent. You know, consent is a big thing in this country. Yeah, you know, exactly, Jonathan. What do you think he was watching? Consent is a big thing in this country, and it goes both ways. I have an issue with the fact that Dante never had the opportunity to be a father to that child. Brooklyn took that away. Really, Jonathan? You really? Are you joking? You said blaming on Kyrie as a cat leader, Queen, Jazz. I'm not blaming on anyone, Darby. I'm blaming it on you. Like I'm blaming it on you. Like I'm not blaming it on anybody else. I'm blaming it on you. Anyway, my point is that I don't like the fact that okay, Jonathan, he was watching what I call research material. That's what made me laugh so much. That was the best part about Days of Our Lives today. Okay, Darby, I think we're kind of skirting around the issue that I have. Um, Laura B felt like I went too far. Yeah, you really need. I don't understand, Jonathan. I don't understand how you actually past that point. Nobody should be left in the dark about a life. Exactly. That's my thing. That's my thing, DMV. I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that she took that away from him. People could sit there and say, well, she was scared. She was young. She didn't know any better. You can make all the excuses in the world that you want, but at the end of the day, what she did, why can't you just admit that you could be wrong? Because I don't feel like I'm wrong. Have a good night, Laura Beam. Because I don't feel like I'm wrong, Laura Beam. I mean, well, have a good night, Laura Beam. I don't feel like I'm wrong, Laura Beam. I don't, I don't like, if we're going to be honest, and I'm not going to sit there and focus on this too much because we can always agree to disagree. I'm not going to, like, whatever. She says, Abby is not wrong. Thank you. No, that's not something that you should just get over, Darby. Okay, you Dante will understand. Why should he have to understand that? Thank you, DMV. I mean, you basically spent this saying that Dante, as a father, should just be able to get over something like that. We wouldn't sit there and say that situation if it was reversed and if it was a mother situation. So why should we sit there and do that because he's a father? Why is everything about it's not a battle. I just have strong feelings of why I feel like that. Like I said, we can agree to disagree, and maybe I'm kind of getting a little bit too caught up in it. But when Laura B said that I was going too hard, I really wasn't. I just feel that I didn't like how that's just supposed to be okay. I mean, I could have sworn it's funny too. I could have swore I actually wanted doing a video on that. Lisa says I'm having a flashback to Sucker Punch. I could have swore I did a video on that. And I try to sit there and send it to Spencer about how I feel like how men are represented in soap operas, and I couldn't find it. And I don't know if I was drinking that night, and I don't remember it, but like in Immaculate Conception, fine. But both people should make the decision. Less is yes, exactly, yes. Thank you. So okay? Thank you, DM. Thank you, DMV. You understand where I'm coming from. It's just an issue I just was not gonna back down on because there's always an imbalance everywhere. But that's another thing, DMV. Like I'll put it this way: this retcon is not making people look good. Like Olivia and Lo is supposed to be best friends. They grew up together. They hung out. They partied and everything like that. It's like Cody. Let's just kind of take that away. Cody has been Dante's best friend for years. How do you sit there and look that person in the face and know, like, that they had a child and they didn't say anything? Like, that's the part that's just like that retcon just made people, and okay, it's great drama, but it makes people look Cody is a friend of nobody. Well, I mean that's true, Wayne, but like he's supposed to be besties with Dante. I couldn't imagine being besties with someone and not telling them. LaShawn says it's Natalie Sitwell's ex boyfriend. Yes, that's what we were sitting there talking about before. Probably till Sammy comes in, Jonathan. Or there's two expiration dates. There's Sammy coming in, and then there's her finding out about Rafe. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I can't I can't get over the fact that like you missed the first part. And the thing is, Jonathan, you know what really caught me off guard is that it's a soap opera, right? Like it's a soap opera. Yes, they have little raunchy scenes as far as their loving in the afternoon, but like all knew what he was watching. Like honestly, tell you, I sat there. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Darby says Lois will suffer for this when this comes out, and Cody will say he was looking out for his. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that, Darby. I get that he's was caught in a very rough spot, right? I'm just at this thing as far as this retcon goes. Exactly, DMV. Olivia's gonna be pissed off. She's gonna be mad as hell. They supposed to be besties, and you keep something like that from somebody you consider your own sister. I watched the, I watched, I watched the first. I just remember how Arnold reacted to the. Was Arnold what? Yes, Jonathan. When I sat there and said that Arnold was watching something that's considered research material, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, and I do get that too, Darby. I do. Um, again I blasted Katie for being jealous of Poppy, even though that Katie didn't want nothing to do with Bill. And I was like, bro, you don't get to sit there and be upset. But I think Laura being somebody else is there saying that emotions aren't logical. So why, yes, we can both agree that, there's karma there. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like DMV, like Darby's right about that, but that don't mean that she ain't gonna be pissed off. And that don't mean that she ain't gonna have a point, you know? Gonna be pissed. This whole retcon is just a mess. And the thing is, here's the thing. I know that they had to sit there and give Gio a story. I don't understand how you bring a character on, you don't do anything with them for damn near a year, and then out of nowhere you get some instant mom and an instant like actual family connection, and you manage to sit there and do all this and make people that's supposed to be your friends come across as bad. That's right. That's correct, Jonathan. Gio is Rocco's brother. Rashawn says Whitney King finally got put away at Bayview for her for good, so she wasn't. Yep. Yeah, it's funny, LaShawn. It's desperate DMV, but it's also like I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I'll just put it that way. That's the thing though, LaShawn. Like Whitney King. Whitney King is like the chick that threw that apple at Cameron Matheson. Um, Whitney King represents the worst of soap opera fans. You know, somebody told me yesterday that Joshua Morrow, the actor that plays Nick Newman on The Young and Restless, got slapped in real life because his character was cheating on Sharon. That's the thing, though. These things are supposed to be fun. And yes, it can get a little heated sometimes. And I'm going to be honest, I stand by everything I said, calling Brooklyn and Lois trifling. But, yeah, you know, and that's the thing, like, it's supposed to be fun. Um, I was going to sit there, sorry. I don't know. You know, it's actually funny, too. The MC says, I love Nick. Those fans are mentally disturbed in some way. Oh, they definitely disturbed DMV. I was on Instagram and I saw two people arguing, and one person was cursing out somebody else. I'm like, you realize it's a soap opera, right? See, like I get on some level it can be a little heated. Tell me more about Natalia and Civil. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, we don't know much more unless somebody knows a spoiler. We just found out that Sitwell was having Natalia follow and not Sonny. So that was more the shocker of the day. But yeah, those people are mental. But it's funny though. Yeah, like those fans are mentally disturbed. Like the time, it's a very weird thing because like we can sit there and talk about soaps, right? But the topics are realistic to some extent, and they can definitely get a little heated. You know, Darby just sat there and said, "Why is everything got to be a battle?" You know, on some level, he's 100% correct, but like I do have strong feelings about that, and I'm not gonna sit there and like back down. But I don't think it got as heated as maybe Laura B thought it was. Like I ain't cursing anybody out or anything like that. See, Jonathan, this is the part where what I thought of that is that at this point, Cyrus like it felt like they lost the plot with Cyrus. Yes, Lisa, reality versus soap operas in so many ways. I feel like they lost the plot with Cyrus. And this is where I'm just like, I like Jeff. I think he's a great actor. But like somewhere along the line, Cyrus just started to just not make sense. And he went from a good villain to yes, um, a good villain to a Bible thumper to now he's just mercy killing, but he's not totally mercy killing. It's like, what are they doing with his character? And it's like if they're gonna kill him off, just do it at this point, because like he's just not making any damn sense. He's hanging out with Laura, and Laura's not there bringing him in to the fold, and it's like exactly DMV. It's just not making any sense. It's like, and it's funny, LaShawn. I didn't sit there and talk about the Bold and the Beautiful. I didn't talk about the Young and the Restless. It doesn't make any sense, LaShawn. Like, why is Damon not there treating his money like mother like trash? Going through all this BS and being like, oh, I got to sit there and have a person pretend to be me because I got to sit there and see what's going on. Like, I don't know what his issue with his mother is. I couldn't possibly imagine him just never speaking to her again. Like, I don't, they talk about a blowout, but they don't sit there and say what the blowout is. And then even afterwards, he finds out that his mom is sick, and it's like, yeah, Lisa, like, what the hell did actually happen on B&B? I wrote it down, but like, um, he found out his mother's sick. He found out his mother's sick, and he's like, I mean, yeah, I get it. It must be some issue, DMV, but you stop and think about it. It's like, what issue has to be so bad that you have to sit there and separate yourself from your mother and be so angry with them that you never want to sit there and speak to them again? Not yeah, exactly. It's and granted, while that scene is actually pretty bad and kind of stupid, and I'm just like, is it more to Damon's character as far as like, what is he afraid of? Which I find more hilarious is Daniel. Like Billy's like, all right, cool. We got a company. We're gonna be running it. It's gonna be really amazing. What do you want to do? And Daniel's apprehensive of working with Billy. I'm like, bro, you don't have a job. And he's being all snarky, and I'm like, how are you being snarky and you're unemployed? Like, how does that work? DMV says I agree with you, but it better be something important again or poor writing for them. Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, DMV, Young and Restless is not a stranger to poor writing. Yeah, I've heard about that, DMV. I've heard about the backstage drama too. But I'm just like, you know, Barely sent there asking him simple questions like, "Well, what do you want to do for the company? Do you want to do art? You want to do video games? What do you want to do?" Like he's literally giving you a chance and giving you money in your bank account, which you clearly need. And he's like, "Oh, well, could I have a night to think about it?" I'm like, how is an unemployed person that they're being this snarky about like if they want to sit there and work or not? I'm like, bro, you're not rich. And I don't think Phyllis is actually rich either. So I don't really. And I said that in my why not review, but I'm like, bro, you don't have money to be like. When he says Daniel calling Billy a screw up is ironic, seeing as him and Heather got a divorce because he's just as bad. Swallow your pride and fill out that W. Exactly. DMV says Daniel is doing a bit too much. He's doing a bit too much with nothing. And I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, if I don't have a job and somebody's giving me a job, and even though I don't think that their track record is really that great, I'm still doing it because I don't have a job. Lisa says, "Don't be so dramatic here," and less is daytime drama. I just, the thing is, Lisa, like I said, I just find it funny. I'm like, Broski don't have a job, and yet he wants to sit there and try to be all snippy with Billy. Because I get it, Billy doesn't have a great track record. But I'm like, bro, unless you want to sit there and start dipping into your daughter's college fund, um, Daniel is Phyllis' son, yes. Also, much to people's disappointment, hmm, yeah, yeah, I saw that too. And he being all mad and puffing up his chest and everything like that, like he has an attitude. But I'm like, bro, if you had all that ball, if you had all that gusto, why did you have to sit there and hire somebody else to find out information? Why didn't you just sit there and confront him yourself? Why didn't you just sit there and confront Nate himself? Like that just like this just does not really make a lot of sense. Seriously, Lisa. Yogi says we all have a choice in having a job, employment, unemployment. Daniel's out of line. He is out of line. He just looks silly doing it. And that's why I did a review on The Young and Restless. Because I had to sit there and talk about that shit before I took my little cat nap. I'm like, bro, you got a daughter. And I'm imagining that you want your daughter to sit there and go to college. So I don't I don't understand like what are we doing here? Damn, I think I actually kind of went through everything. The English is when did Dane become so indispensable? Indispensable? Hmm. What do you mean by that? I would sit there and think that he's more indecisive. We used to say he flushed with the soap money. Ex- Thank you, thank you, DMV, because I wouldn't have had I wouldn't have had nearly the amount of patience. And I get that he wants to try to get him on board, to get Phyllis on board, but I'm also just like, I'll just hire two other people. I don't need to sit there and deal with that. Like it was laughable, DMV. I'm like, why am I sitting there convincing somebody who's unemployed to try to sit there and take this job? Like, if your unemployed ass want to sit there and remain broke, then that's on you. You choosing to sit there and remain broke, like I don't want to sit there and say anything to out of pocket, but I'm like, bro, you acting like you have like he wasn't working for months. And even Phyllis said, with all your talent and all your brains, people didn't hire you. If Mom Dukes is sitting there saying that to you, you got a problem. Darby says Daniel got full of himself when he and Heather screwed over Lily. Got a big head over that. Yeah, and then he took a huge dip in his program and his savings account. That's true, DMV. Not as much as you think, but like, yes. When he says, "You know what it is," Daniel thinks he's better than everyone. Look how he talks down to about his mom. Look how he judges his sisters during her custody issue. He's a bum and a cheater. Ooh, wow. Yeah, DMV. I'm looking at that. I'm just like, wow, you're not 100% wrong with him. It is pretty hilarious. Hmm, you're not entirely wrong. I don't even actually have it. Yeah, exactly. It, I'm like, Wink is. I don't even have anything to add to that. I'm just like, there's just what standing does Daniel have in General City? Who dies? Who does he think he is? You know, who does he think he is, right? I think that's why I had to. That's why I had to do the video DMV because normally I usually stick to General Hospital and B&B, but I had to talk about that shit because I'm just like, this shit is just laughable. Yeah, we really didn't talk that much about fuck name. We really didn't talk that much about B&B, but there's not really much to B&B. We talked more about days. I don't know. I think the problem with B&B is that it's been on this rinse and repeat shit. Um, hell, even today, it was like the most interesting thing that I think I could remember was Brooke and Red because Brooke has no self respect, and I know people could sit there and say that because of the whole S shaming thing, but I mean, like the fact that you are pining over someone who called your daughter all sorts of nasty things. The minute y'all got into a fight, he ran to somebody else, and you're sitting there saying, "Well, we got to get past that because I still love you." Like, how is that possible? You miss absolutely nothing. Yeah, and that's another thing, Lisa. Like, how many times are we gonna sit there and see Luna hanging out downstairs just for somebody to walk in and be like, "Oh my God, I can't sit there and be seen." I'm like, "Well, boo, if you can't be, if you know that you can't be seen, then why do you always hang out downstairs, drinking a smoothie and making food and everything like that? Like this dude is rich. Like nothing about this shit actually makes sense." Yuri says Daniel wouldn't say that to Victor or Jack. I want to see him try that crap on them and see. Well, oh, he will get humbled fat. Well, here's the thing, Darby. Jack would actually be nice. Jack would actually be nice. Victor, on the other hand, Victor would humble him with the quickness because he already don't like Phyllis. And you know how Victor is. When Victor don't like one person, he don't like their entire family. The hell else they talking about? Like it, and it's just the same endless. You notice that Liam came in there and said the same shit that he said before when he was sitting there worried about Bill. And what Bill said was something that got Liam worried. Exactly, Wink. Like when you don't like you, he don't like your whole goddamn bloodline. He's like, F you, F your family, and F all your generation of families. Like that's how petty he is. Um yeah, that's literally how petty he is. He is just all I said was thank you. I did see a CBS snippet and sent it to you. All I said was thank you for Victor Newman. The CBS snippet and sent it. We sent it to whom? Oh, thank you, Victor Newman. Listen, Victor Newman is it's a definition of a complicated man, a complicated character. Victor can be annoying, he can be arrogant, he can be petty, he can be a bully, and many other names, right? But Victor stands for family. You know, Victor got shot protecting the woman that he loves. And he made sure that he saved his family at all costs. He jumped in front of that bullet without hesitation. And so there is another side to Victor. You know, there's another side to Victor. And it's very hard to sit there and see that. Oh, CBS is, oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe Joy will get with Philip. Yeah, I can see that. But you know the sad thing is, Darby, I do feel bad for Victor. I mean, I do feel bad for Joy, even though that like she did kiss a person who was a married man, and she kind of was a homewrecker. I still do feel bad for her in a sense. Yeah, Lisa, Victor is a family man. He's a family man. He's a husband. He loves his wife unconditionally. Now, um, I heard that their marriage was terminal before, but like the thing is, Lisa, you'd be surprised how many men will actually sit there and jump in front of a bullet for their wife. People can sit there and say that. Very few people can do that. And he did it without hesitation. It wasn't a thought in his mind. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to sit there and sacrifice myself for you because, you know, you're kind of basuda. Wayne says Sonny would never. No, Sonny would. Sonny would. If nothing else but to sit there and I don't know, Sonny would, and I don't want to sit there and say anything too mean because apparently I've been fucking mean all night. Wing said back in the day Victor was on his red pill, mate. Yeah, I can believe it. I can believe that, Wing. You know, unfortunately, Wing, back in the day, things was a little bit more different, and you know, men did act a certain way, whereas like Henry says he was left in an orphanage and his mother chose to leave him and took his brother, Nick, and Victor went to see his SB father. It's funny, DMV. I remember seeing that scene. I'm not gonna lie, DMV. That was a hard scene to watch because he took his own son there to meet his dad, and I almost don't even want to sit there and talk about it. Like it was a very hard scene to watch. Um, yeah, it was a hard scene to watch. But see, that's the thing, though, right, Wink and DMV. We can sit there and look at Victor and how Victor acts now, and we can all sit there and be like, "God damn, Victor, you are one annoying ass dude. Like you are one annoying ass person." We can all collectively say that, and we can go back and we can watch that scene and be like, "Oh, god damn, that was hard." Exactly, DMV, and that's when you get to how Victor's so complex. I said in my live stream is that Victor can be a bully and just a general asshole, but he can also be loving, even inspiring in a sense. Not inspiring. Like he can be inspiring in how much he loves his family and loves his wife. And yeah, you can sit there and say what you want about Nikki, because trust me, I have. But that type of love is undeniable. I'll say that much. Ugh. I think I'm gonna blame the wine on that because I was actually being nice. Ugh. Actually being nice for a minute. How about y'all just all forget that I was actually being nice and just remember me just being just the general dick and villain that I am? 'Cause I think I was. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Darby. I started slipping up. Thank you, Darby. Ugh. Thank you, Darby, for bringing me back to reality. Let's everyone thank Darby for that. I don't want people to sit there and think that I'm being nice and soft. Ew. Can't do that. Okay. Rude one was okay. Good. Uncon- Uncomfortable feelings. I know. Thank you, DMV. But I don't want people seeing me as being nice. You know what? Doc. We're gonna blame it on. We're gonna blame it on the wine. Yeah, we're gonna blame it on the wine. We're all gonna sit there and just blame it on the wine. I was just kind of drunk and a little tipsy. That's what we're gonna blame it on. Johnson said 3 more weeks. It's weird because it feels like it's coming so fast, Jonathan. It really does. I mean, I'm here for it, but it feels like it's coming super fast. Um, Thank you, DMV. It was the wine. Wine makes me get a little, you know, all out of sorts. Well, before I slip up and say something, just a minute. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Lisa, I am not nice. Okay, Lisa, I am not nice. I'm a dick. Okay, I'm mean. Did you not sit there and hear that I was going too hard? Darby says, "Don't worry, Albert. We know it was." Oh, thank you, Darby. Thank you. When he says nobody thinks you're nice. Okay, that's good. That actually makes me feel better. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, I don't want people getting the wrong idea. Like I'm being all nice and shit. I don't know what that's about. Ew. All right. I'm gonna sit there and call it a wrap, as Jess, really hates when I say that. But for all, thank you, Dart. See that makes me happy. That touches my heart. That's good. I feel better now. I think I can actually go to sleep now with a very good, clear conscience. But yes, if you are a member, I will sit there and see you tomorrow. We're gonna sit there and cook. I'm working on another video, a part 2 to that. Um, got his name now, Cameron thing. You have a good night, DMV. Wink says you are the Jew. Oh, thank you. See that made me feel better. That made, Thank you, Wink. You really know how to make me smile. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. W says a low life. Oh, you say the kindest things to me, Darby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Increase says don't work too hard, please. Rest. Yes, no, I'm gonna rest now. But I'm working on something good though for the members, so definitely check that out. Have a night, LaShawn. Darby says Poppy wouldn't touch you. Ooh. See now Darby's just spoiling me with these compliments. Thank you, Jonathan. Johnson says, Jonas, next time for another edition of Soap Chop Without a Bostic. Says, good night, everyone, and hit the like button. Yes, hit that like button. Thank you, Jonathan. And yes, I will be on the Sunday, Darby. I will be on Sunday. Usual time. Yes, Darby. I'll be on Sunday. We got have fun. Yeah, fun this weekend. Looking forward to it. Yes. Yes, my friend. And again, shout out to Darby for the gifted member. Appreciate you. And being nice to me, call me a scumbag and all that other stuff. That puts a smile on my face. All right, everyone. I will sit there and see y'all tomorrow and Sunday. Laters.